Hello, hello. Hi, Gail. Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today for a new episode of Free Spirit Beading with me, Kristen Fagan. I'm here on the Softflex Company Facebook page and YouTube channel, and I am live on Mondays at 1 p.m. Pacific time with a beading tutorial for you all. Today we're gonna take a look at our exclusive Jesse James Beads Pantone Fall Winter Collection, and I think we have a couple of other strands that I pulled into the mix too, some bead strands from Jesse James Beads. So hi, Margaret. Yay, here we go. It is time change for most of the country, except for me here in Arizona, and maybe a few of you in Arizona. And I think there's a couple of other places that don't change. But so I'm still live at 1 p.m. Pacific time. But for my Arizona friends like me, I'm now actually live at 2 p.m. Mountain time, because we've now switched from Pacific time to Mountain time here in Arizona. But for everybody else, it should be the same time. It always was. It's just my friends in Arizona and any other states. I'm trying to think, is it Hawaii that maybe doesn't do daylight savings time as well? Or is Arizona the only one? Hi, Sue. Hi, Deb. Hi, Trudy. Hi, Terry. And everybody out there watching live or joining me later on the replay. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Yeah, I'm excited actually that it's pushed back an hour for me, because it gives me a little more time during the day to get myself together. And today I had a little, although I don't have the design totally figured out, I had a little bit of playtime before the video, and that was really nice. Hi, Lee. Hi, Lynn. So what we have going on at Softflex Company this week, we've got 20% off of our fall winter collection of items. And if you go to softflexcompany.com and just click on the banner that talks about the 20% off, it'll take you to the category where everything in that category is on sale. And in some cases, you'll get double dipping, double sales. Like for example, the Pantone quad of beading wire already has a sale price, and so you'll get an extra 20% off on that. That sale is for all of our retail customers. Our designers, we have something special for you. So if you're on our email list, you should go check your email, because it's only good until tomorrow. But you guys have a little something extra this week also, as well as our Bead Store customers. If you haven't checked your email, go look for your email from Softflex Company, because we have a little something extra for you as well this week. It just sort of was like spread the love around to all the customer types, which we don't get a chance to do often. So if you're a designer or a store owner, make sure to check your email, or contact us if you didn't get the email and you want to know what we're talking about. Give us a call or give us an email at info@softflexcompany.com. Barbara started her day off with Costco. That can go either way. That can go either way for me. I'll be honest. I love Costco, but it also stresses me out a bit. And so sometimes it could be kind of a rough start if I start at Costco. Hi, Susie. And Lee says, yeah, Hawaii doesn't change times either. So they're in the same camp as me. Everybody else changes times. And since we're a California-based company, all of our times are Pacific. So I have to kind of readjust here in Arizona to fit all of our Pacific time zones. So today, our sale is good until tomorrow, November 8th. At midnight. So you have until tomorrow to shop. And then tomorrow we have something extra special for you. Sarah will be live on the Softflex company Facebook page with a Mike Sherman finished jewelry live sale. So we did one last year around the same time, and you guys really loved it. It was really fun to show off some of Mike's finished jewelry, which is stunning. And you picked up gifts for yourself, and you picked up gifts for people you love. And we're doing it again. So Mike's special live sale is tomorrow, November 8th at 12 p.m. Pacific time on the Softflex company Facebook page. So be sure to join us and check that out. There'll be plenty of stuff to ooh and ah over. And it's one of those sales you shouldn't miss, because we'll have it open till Thursday, probably, like our regular live sales. And we most likely won't do something like this again for another year. So tune in and check it out. And then we've got the Jesse James Beads Winter Workshop is this week, I believe. And Sarah will be teaching. Sarah Ayler will be teaching in that Winter Workshop class on, I want to say that's on Wednesday. But you might have to go check out the details. Don't quote me on that. I think there's 10 teachers. So there's a lot going on. I think it expands over a couple of days, and you have a lot of teachers, and you get this great big tote of wonderful supplies from all of the people that are participating. And you'll pick that up over at our friends jessejamesbeads.com to get all of the details and to get your kit. I don't know if your kit will arrive in time for the event, but if they still have them, you can at least watch all of the replays, and you can kind of join the event live just to hang out. And when your supplies arrive, then you can watch the replays and make along with all of the teachers. So that's going on this week. I think that's it. I think that's the scoop. So today we're going to take a look at our exclusive line of Jesse James Beads bead mixes and bead strands from the fall and winter Pantone collection. And we're going to make something with one of those mixes, along with some wire from the quad, some craft wire, and some seed beads I have in my stash from our friend Cassandra Spicer over at Beads to Live By. So let's look down at my beading table at all of the goodies and get ourselves situated. So I'm going to be playing with this today. It's the Midnight colorway. It's really deep blue. So we'll take a look at this one at the end, because that's the mix I'm actually going to be diving into. This is our Softflex Pantone quad. And like I said, it has a sale price built into it. We kind of add a sale when you have a quad together like this, because it's a nice little pack. And then we have extra 20% off of it through tomorrow. This has 4 spools, 10 feet each, Softflex medium diameter beading wire. And it comes in our turquoise, which we're calling Water Spout to match Pantone's colorway. This is our dark blue lapis, which is Pantone Midnight. This is our red coral, which is Pantone Lava Falls. And this is our butterscotch imperial topaz, which is the Pantone color Carmel Cafe. So these are our 4 colors. And I wanted to show you guys this. Let me go back to myself for a second. Joyce says, such an inspiring collection of colors and beads. Yes. So here's our colors, right? Check out this shirt I'm wearing. I had this in my closet. I didn't on purpose do this. I mean, I put it on, but I didn't on purpose go grab it. And you probably can't see, but down at the bottom, there's like that turquoise color too. So I'm wearing our Pantone colors. I'm wearing our Pantone fall colors. There you go. That's probably a little bit better of a picture. You could see the turquoise in there now. I was looking through my closet before we went live today, and I was like, oh, what shirt can I put on? And just was like, wow, this one is our fall winter collection. So you guys know I like to check out my closet and match whenever I can because I don't get out much. So so I'm matching our Pantone wires. So in addition to the Softlex beading wire, I've got the gold craft wire in 22 gauge and 20 gauge. I don't think I'm going to use this now. I changed my mind. But I am going to use this one. So definitely I'll be using the 22 gauge, 22 gauge wire. Lee says, love it, Kristen. The universe knows. I know, right? I mean, I guess I like these colors. I had a hand in choosing them, and it makes sense as to why those colors ended up being what they are. Joy says, you match so perfect. I know. I was pretty excited myself. So now no matter what I make with any of this jewelry here, I can wear it with this shirt and know I have something in my closet to match. So let's take a look at our bead strands first. We've got this beauty here, which is called the Water Spout strand, and you can find this one 20% off right now. Some gorgeous beads here. For those of you that don't know, Softlex Company, we partner with Jesse James Beads on a very regular basis. They work with us to create bead strands and mixes for our monthly design kits. Our current design kit is the Nutcracker. And then we also have been doing these Pantone collections the last few years. And they do such a good job. They're so great with color combinations and really help tie in some of these things and themes we're trying to put together. So this is the Pantone Lava Falls strand, which is a beautiful holiday strand as well as just being a gorgeous red strand. It has this super pretty lampwork style bead in the center, which on the picture on the website, you can't really tell what's going on. But here you can see there are these lovely flowers and leaves, and they kind of remind me of a poinsettia a little bit. I think you can totally get away with that. Really, really pretty. So those are the two Pantone Fall strands. And then we have this one left from the Foxy Lady kit. I think we sold out of the other color, but we still have this beautiful bone strand left, and these are on sale. They have these great ceramic beads here on the end, so you get two of those, and then you have these lovely crystals, these woven kind of like a hemp colored bead. You've got a really pretty center bead. I don't know if you can tell, but it's one of the ones that have like the little chips, little mother of pearl like chips on it. And oh, I totally dig this bead. Look at that. I think that's so pretty with that matte center. I don't know if that's picking it up as pretty as it is in person. It's kind of clear, but then it has a shiny on the edges and matte in the center. Super cool. And then a really pretty teardrop on the end. So we still have a handful of those left, which is perfect for fall. And then we also have some of these left. This is the Perfectly Pale strand. I think we introduced this like right in the beginning of the year, but it wasn't really like, I mean, it's really geared towards fall. These two here have kind of a little bit of like a olive green vibe in there, but the rest of it is got all of these bone and champagne colors. Really pretty boho bead in the center. And lots of silver accents throughout. So this one, we still have some of these left, and they are also on sale. All of our strands and bead mixes from Jesse James Beads are exclusively made for Softlex Company, and they're only available while supplies last. We just do one order, and once they're gone, they're gone. So these won't come back at any time. So if you're loving on any of these, go check it out over at softlexcompany.com. And then we've got the mixes. So these are, let's see if I can get a little tray here. My little flower. We could take a closer look. This is the water spout mix. It's kind of got that turquoise color and aquas. Some really fun shapes in here. This one's a dichroic glass bead. And then all of these mixes have this lovely enamel chain that's been dyed to match. I think, let me see how long this is. I think it's like, yeah, it's about 8 inches. So if you're making a bracelet, it'll perfectly, you have plenty. And then we're going to be using this today to use sections of it for a necklace that I'm working on. Let's see what else we got in here. Little round beads. These pretty rondelles. Lots of silver crystal spacers and silver bead caps. Some two-tone little drops. So that's the water spout collection of the bead mix. And you can buy these bead mixes separately, or you can get 30% off if you buy the bundle. We have a bundle where you get all 4 mixes. And then you'll get another 20% off of that with our current sale. So that's really great. I don't know if Sarah realized that. She's on vacation this week. I don't know if she realized that the bundle was on sale. So this one is the Lava Falls bead mix, and you've got these gorgeous deep red faceted beads. Some of these really pretty faux pearls. I think they're glass. Here's that chain in that deep red color. Lots of rich pearly reds. Some bicones, some crystal bicones. Some squares. Some rectangles, and then again, those great little AB. These look like little ornaments. These would be super cute, like ornament earrings or in a necklace that looked like little ornaments. You can see I'm starting to have holiday on the brain. So there you go. That's the Lava Falls mix. And this one has been the fan favorite so far, the Carmel Cafe. I think this was the one that we are have sold the most of. So you guys are loving this rich Carmel Cafe. And I think when you look at this one online, you're gonna see it's much richer in person than it's kind of like a little too bright or orangey online. Sometimes that just happens. Some colors are hard to photograph, but I want you to see here, it's more of a rich caramel-y brown. These are fantastic. I don't know what to do with these yet. If anyone's made stuff with these, share it in the VIB studio group and tag me because I want to see what you did. I think they're so cute. Here's the chain in that for that one. Sue said she got the caramel package. I think these are super pretty. I believe they're glass. I don't know though. They're highly faceted, but they look like stone. I think they might be glass though. They're so pretty. These are really cute. I mean, I shouldn't say cute. They're kind of big, but so here's some more of the goodies in there. These kind of have like a grape texture on them. So they're really fun. And you've got a little bit of gold spacers with some crystal in there and a little bit of the antique brass color. And then you've also got that same kind of tiger's eye almost looking vibe on these. Big is cute. Yeah, it's like a mocha java blend, Terry says. Totally. Yes, it feels like a latte, like a caramel latte, which is my favorite. I love caramel anything. So this one is the one that was moving the quickest. So you guys were really digging this color combo. And once one of them sell out, then the whole bundle disappears because we can't sell the bundle with that extra discount if we're missing one of the colors. So just FYI, once one of these go, then that whole bundle comes down off the website and you'll only be able to get the remaining colors individually. Okay. All right. So what are we going to do today? I've got this is one of my little inspiration pieces that we're going to be working with. I cut the chain and I used one of these flat pieces, used the 22 gauge craft wire to wire wrap around and added these fun little seed beads from Cassandra to the dangle. I was only going to do one, but then we have 3 of them in the mix. And then I thought, it'd be really fun to have one longer in the center and then 2 shorter on either side. Don't you think? Really go for glam. Who else is watching or watched House of Dragon? I think I've been inspired with some of their elaborate designs they have going on. So we're going to be stringing up some beads from the Midnight Mix to go along with this. Hi, Melanie. It's Kristen here today on Monday. I'm always live on Mondays in the Softflex Company page and YouTube channel, but it's nice to see you. Marisol says, hello, happy Monday, Free Spirit Beaders. You're watching from your computer at work, so it looks like you're working. Shh. We're commenting on your phone. Ooh, extra sneaky. Lee says, one is no fun, right? I was like, oh, maybe I'll do like a choker style with one long piece. But then I decided, no, let's go and let's just go big and do all 3. So I do think I want to make this length the longest though, because this one comes down a little too long. So I'm going to make this one the longest. I'm going to shorten this one and I'm going to shorten this one. Let me get my tools out. You'll need a pair of round nose pliers, a chain nose plier. Then I also have a pair of bent nose pliers that I'll be working with, and a pair of cutters as well. So a pair of flush cutters. You'll want a good pair of cutters to cut this chain because there are some parts you kind of have to really get in there and cut. Well, you'll see, but you kind of want a good pair of cutters for that. I'm going to go ahead and figure out how many to cut off of this one. Maybe we'll stop at 8. This one has 12 links on it, the one in the center. I could do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I do 8, then that's kind of the difference. And I think that that seems like a good variation. Oh, Marisol says House of the Dragon. Love it. Never saw Game of Thrones. Yeah, I came to Game of Thrones kind of later. I didn't watch it right off the bat. But I loved it once I actually got going. Okay, so this is what I'm going to do here to trim this off. Let's see if I can get this to focus. So the way that this chain looks, I'll show you from the top here. The little top piece has a loop, and that loop is connected to the piece above it. And at the bottom, you'll have like an open circle, but we'll get to that. So what I want to do is I want to cut this chain, but I don't want to cut that loop. So I'm going to come in on an angle and kind of snip right in between those two enamel pieces. And it's a little tough. So you do need a good, tough as in like strong, not, so you need a good pair of cutters, and then you're left with just that little loop there. See? So that now has 8. This one has 12. And I want this one to have 8. So I'm going to cut this one from the bottom just so you guys see the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. So now when I come from this part, I actually try and cut that loop. So I'm kind of coming on top of the chain. Well, it's the same on both sides, yeah. And I'm going in to try and cut that little loop that I was just showing you so that I can pull that link off. Because we don't want anything in that little space. So now at the bottom of my chain, I don't know if you could see it, but there's a little opening. There's a little hole. That's where that loop link went into. I cut the loop link off. So now we're just left with a little hole, and we can attach a jump ring there. Okay. So we want that at the bottom to connect to our bead, and we'll have the loops at the top to run our beading wire through. Does that make sense? Makes sense so far? We have a little weird light coming in. Let's see if I can scoot over and get rid of that. Okay. Marisol says, I love the blue, red, and browns. Wait, they're on sale still, right? They are. They're on sale through tomorrow. Through tomorrow. When are you getting into Arizona, Marisol? Marisol's coming to Arizona for the Pinners Conference that's going on here, which I totally forgot that I might try and go to. So I just remembered right now. So now I'm going to take our 22 gauge craft wire and I'm going to cut off a length that is about 16 inches, which is the length of my ruler. So it makes that nice and easy. Oh, you live in Tucson. That's right. You're still coming up from Tucson. And I'm just going to trim each side with the flush side facing my wire, just so I get a nice clean cut on each side. And it's not quite as pointy. So now I'm going to make my connection on this bead. We're going to slide the wire through the center, and I'm going to leave about 3 inches on the short side and just bend that up, and then bend up the other side. Kind of follow the shape of the top of the bead. And then we're going to take my chain nose pliers and just take the shorter strand and point it straight up. Just use your fingers to straighten it out. So you'll see that straight up, and that's going to be the one that we make our loop with. I'm just going to take the longer strand and wrap it around. Kind of hold on to that if you want. Wrap it around a couple of times just to get it started. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect because we're going to kind of wrap all around it. There we go. Then I'm going to take my chain nose pliers. I'm going to turn my wire 90 degrees, make my loop. And then instead of wrapping here, I actually went in and made another loop. So I went back into my pliers and came and brought it around again. And I just did that. You can kind of push that together just to make the little pendant part a smidge stronger. And I'm going to move that out of my way. Keep this in the round nose pliers and then just wrap that tail around. You can keep going, or you can just trim and tuck that little end in. Okay. So now I'm going to, and you can just keep going with wire if you don't want to add the seed beads, but I thought it would be fun to add the seed beads. These are from Beads to Live By's subscription box. I think this was October. And so it's a mystery until they go out, and then you can purchase, if there's any leftover colors, you can purchase them individually. Aren't they a pretty collection of colors? So pretty. I picked out this one. This is very similar to this one, but just a little more on that like blue-gray side. And I picked that one because this Midnight Mix has some of these beads in it that I thought went really well with that color. So I'm going to string on 20 seed beads onto this wire here. Let's make a big old beady mess and just pick up 20 of them. Marisol is coming up from Tucson to Scottsdale on Thursday, and the Pinners Conference is happening on Friday and Saturday. And then she's coming to see me on Sunday. I'm hosting a mixed media card making workshop here near my home, and Marisol's going to come hang. She's going to come make some cards with me. So I'm really looking forward to that. I might go to the Pinners Conference on Friday. Got to look at my schedule and see if I can pop over there. So I may just go check it out. Are you taking any classes, Marisol, while you're there? And she has a surprise for me. Oh, I love surprises. Speaking of mixed media cards, did any of you catch my live with Jamie over at the Bead Gallery on Friday? We went live on the Bead Gallery Instagram page, and I created some specialty cards for them for their shop, and we kind of did a little sneak peek, a little tease of those. I have 16 on here. I'm just going to pick up 4 more. And I just chose an arbitrary number of 20. You can add more or less or none at all. Yeah, Marisol says she signed up for a few classes, but she loves the make and takes. Yeah, I remember make and takes being really fun. I went to the Pinners Conference, maybe it was 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years, probably 4 years ago. Since 3 years, not much was happening. Maybe even been longer. I don't remember, but it was a good time. All right, so I've got my beads on here, and I'm going to start wrapping from the top. I'm going to start wrapping down, and I'm just going to drop beads like little breadcrumbs. Like there's going to be no rhyme or reason, and you might even want to just kind of bend your wire up a little bit so you, or you could put a bead stopper on maybe so you don't lose your beads as you're going. But as I wrap around, I'm just dropping a bead here, a bead there. And then if I see an opening, I'll kind of slide it into that opening. Try and not get the beads to be cuddled up too much all in one spot. Susie, I think the Pinners Conference happens other places too. I know it happens in Phoenix. I feel like maybe Texas. I think they've got a couple of them. And then once I'm done with my beads, I'm just going to find a spot to take my wire back up and wrap it towards the top again. And then just trim off when I'm ready. So trim off and then find that tail and just squeeze it and tuck it into place. You can even squeeze these together a little bit. Deb Flores says Utah also. Are you going to be going, Deb, to the Pinners Conference? Thanks, Nancy. It's almost like a little tree topper. I tell you, I have holidays on the brain already, which is not like me. I'm usually scrambling the last minute. So these are all the beads that are in the midnight bead mix. that we're going to play with. And I want to connect this to the chain. So I'm going to grab a little jump ring to do that. I just have a 4x6. I have a 4x6 oval jump ring. Deb says, I am not going this year. I have too much going on. Yeah, I believe that. I think you have some big stuff happening, don't you, right now? So now I'm just going to try and let's do it this way. This will be easier to do it this way first. I'm going to take this jump ring and slide it into the little hole on the end of the chain. Then add on my wire wrapped bead and wiggle that closed. So now I've got my three drops. And now I got to figure out what I'm going to do. What am I going to do in between these drops? Just going to lay out some of the beads and see what happens. See what kind of feels good. And this mix comes with gold on the chain, but silver on the other component. So you can decide whether or not you want to mix the metals up, or if you just want to save these for something else and stay with the gold. Oops. Susie says, I would love if they came to Wisconsin. Yeah, I don't know how many different places they go. And I'm not sure why. I don't know if they change them at all or if they just go to the same places every year. They might change it up. I don't know. I must have lost one of these because I'm sure there's probably 4 of them. Oh, Marisol got all the locations. Kansas, Georgia, Idaho, California, Texas, Indiana, Utah, and Arizona. They add more locations as they can. Oh, that's very cool. Okay, so here is what it'll look like if we keep it really monochromatic. I'm also kind of thinking about this bead here that I liked in this strand. And I like that this strand has some gold bead caps. So maybe I can grab those 2 out of here, maybe. Let's cut it open and see. So there's that one. Look at those ceramic beads. Those are pretty. This one is the Foxy Lady bead strand that I'm opening. Maybe I'll put one of those aside just in case I want a little one. That Foxy Lady has these, which are always fun. I think they're too big for what I've got going on here already, but I do really like those. Let's see, where can we put those? Maybe we'll take this one out and put this one here. Kind of fancy it up in that position. And I also don't know. I mean, I might have to just wait and see what it looks like when it's strung. These are so big. Is that a good thing? I could do that or swap that. If I take out the big circles, I don't know. Let's string it and see how it feels. Foxy lady. That was a fun kit, and I never even got a chance to use it. All right, so I'm going to grab the dark blue lapis because I think it's perfect and it's one of my favorite colors. And I'm just going to take, I usually just wrap it around my head and take a nice big length to play with. And I could even leave it on the spool, actually. Maybe I'll leave it on the spool for right now. If I leave it on the spool, I should start with the end and see. So when you get to this one, remember we've got that little loop at the top of the chains. Just going to slide that on. True. Terry says, I think those bead caps might soften the big. Oh, you know what? I have these bigger bead caps that were also in the Foxy Lady. I wonder if I should put those. These were around the, they were around the little roped piece, which is similar, I guess, in size. It actually feels a little bit too big, like too wide. So let's see what else I've got. I do like them there, but let's see what the smaller one looks like around one of these big ones. That is pretty good. That is pretty good. What if I try the silver that comes? Hey, Becky. I'm sorry I haven't emailed you back yet. I've been meaning to. I know you got your package, and I'm glad. Thank you for your patience. I don't ship things out often, so I'm a little bit slow getting things out to you. Let's see. I think I did like these smaller ones around the big blue bead. What do you guys think? And take them off of this one? Let's see what it looks like without the bead caps around that one. And putting it around the blue bead instead. Do we miss it over here or do we like it on the big blue bead? Let's keep stringing and see. Karen liked it on both. I liked it on both too. You know, I can see about picking up any of these little, see if I got in some of these other pieces here, if there's anything that would work around. This one has these pretty little ones around these red beads. I could take those off and then I can keep the caps there and then put the little ones here. I could add the seed beads on either side of the chain just to give it a little bit of separation. Let's do that. Let's bring in some of these little seed beads back. And put them on each side of the chain. Let me see if that's going to go over it. Yeah, it will. Whoop, I'm sorry. Shaking things up. So I don't have any more of those. But I do have these little ones in the red mix. Let's see if that makes them too far apart, because I actually liked when they were pretty close together. This is one of those necklaces that you really won't know until you hold it up to see how it lays. Yeah, I think that'll work. Let me clip this wire and move it into the center here. Let's see if we can get a good look at how it will lay. All right, so 2 bead stoppers, just so I don't drop everything. And see, it's opposite when I'm on camera. Pull that one up. Pull that one up more. Okay, getting there. It might be easier if I look at it on a neck piece. Well, let's grab this guy. Ooh. That is easier to see it that way. So what do we think? I do feel like it's missing a little bit of gold around that clear bead. I feel like if it has that, it'll kind of feel complete. So what do I got here that's got a little bit of gold on there? I think I'm going to cut into this one. I think I'll cut this one and grab these little caps on either side of this big red bead. Would be amazing over a sweater. I know. What is that? Sweater weather. What's sweater weather? I was thinking that this could be really fun and elegant if you're wearing if you're going somewhere special and you're wearing like a wrap dress that kind of cuts down, or a V-neck, that this would kind of really be a showstopper. Ooh, I think I also like that better. What's happening there more than this? What do you guys think? You could keep 2 of these for earrings, very simple earring to match. I like that. Ooh, with a gold wrap dress. Yes. Let's see. So I'm thinking, yeah, I think I might leave these other two ones, these two little ones here, and you can do a very simple earring. So because you have such a dramatic thing going on for the necklace, it's nice to have a very simple earring. And then it'll pick up on these pieces here. And I have just an itty bitty amount of chain left. So you could even do like a little drop, tiny little drop earring with these. And that would be, I'm using this enamel chain, and this came in the mix. So almost everything that I used here came in the midnight mix, with the exception of these beads and these little bead caps that I pulled from another strand, and then also these little tiny beads and these beads here and some seed beads. But the majority, the overall design is from, and I'm just going to go ahead and add a little seed bead and a crimp there. And I might play with the length and see. So I might not decide what that is just yet. Let's put this back on here. And show you all. Where we ended up. So pretty. Yeah, Terry says it was really neat to see how to add the enamel chain. It would be slow. It would slow your creativity down. I was a little stumped, and that's why I wanted to focus in on that chain today and come up with something, because I think the chain's so pretty, but I was like, ooh, I'm not really sure. I know I've seen Nile use it in a cuff design that was fabulous, but I wanted to try and do something else to figure out how best to play with that. And you get a good amount of it. There's about 8 inches. So you can use it for a bracelet. You can cut it up into pieces like this for a necklace. Or if you just wanted to have the center and use these for earrings, you could do that too if you wanted to change that up a little bit. I have this weird cast from the light. I don't know what's happening right now. Let's see. I'm going to have to get used to this new time of day and where I need to sit, because I feel like I'm in a cloud. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining me today. I'm just going to crimp here and decide on what length I want to make that before I finish it off. And then I'll share a picture in the VIB studio group, and I'll share a picture on tomorrow's blog, so you can check it out there and see how it ended up looking in the end. Marisol, the sale ends tomorrow. So that's November 8th at midnight Pacific time. That's when the sale turns into a pumpkin, and then we'll have something new for you on Wednesday. Thank you guys for joining me today. It was really fun. Stay tuned for Mike's finished jewelry sale tomorrow. That is going to be really fun to see. And Terry's reminding us all to get out and vote. Yes, it's very important. You know, rock your vote, make your voice heard. It is our right, and it is and it's important, right? It's important. My oldest son is 18 this year, so it's his first year. He was able to vote and was very happy and proud to do so. Very dramatic piece. Yeah, I definitely am inspired, I think, by the medieval show House of the Dragon that I've been watching. I really dig all of the jewelry that I've been seeing. Thanks, everybody. Ends on Taco Tuesday. It's a good way to remember it, Marisol. It ends on Taco Tuesday. And Marisol wants to see the red boho bead. Yeah, you sure can. This one here. This one is the one that's in the Lava Falls strand. And on the website, I don't think it really does it any justice in the picture. I think you can really see the beauty of it on video so much better. I think that was the one you wanted to see. There's also these two that are in that strand that are more like a red jasper color. My nail polish does match. Look at that. I love dark blue lapis. That's like my favorite wire color of Softlex. So when I saw this nail polish, I was like, oh, I definitely have to get that because I'm going to wear it every time I use our dark blue lapis wire. Yeah, you do need it. Yeah, it's a pretty strand. I think that when you pull some of these special pieces out, it's a super pretty strand. This could be a great holiday necklace because they look like little poinsettias to me, or a holiday little bracelet or something. Oh, let's not break that. All right, everybody, I will see you next week. I am in this weird aura cloud. And thank you for joining me today. I will see you next Monday, same time, 1 p.m. Pacific time, for another episode of Free Spirit Beading. And have a wonderfully creative week. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.